Ladies and gentlemen, your main event is scheduled for one fall, and it is a fatal four-way match for the Premier Championship.
Joe, I know I still at a loss for words of everything that we've seen here over the last few moments, but we do have a champion.
We do.
And you know how long he's going to be the champion, according to him? Forever.
It is a heavy tone of emotion that is in the building currently as a result of what has been an amazing roller coaster of events throughout this anniversary broadcast. And Ron Mathis brings an overwhelming amount of emotion, normally negative. Hello. Hey, fun with the camera lens. Everywhere he goes, Ron Mathis brings this killer instinct and this just unorthodox nature that's so tough to prepare for or even comment on if you're us.
Well, Joe, unorthodox to say the least. The question is, I'm going to throw a little math at you. Ron Mathis has a 25% chance to leave the Premier Champion. That means he has a 75% chance to not leave the Premier Champion. Now, do we factor in the role that his compadres are on right now? Does that factor in? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's got a 31.7% chance, roughly.
Here's the bottom line. Ron Mathis, with LaRusso, Duke and Gannon, by hook or by crook, has held on to that Premier Championship by a fingertip for months. Actually lost it, the men we're about to see at one point. But is Ron Mathis' past going to catch up to him? Because there will be no LaRusso, Duke, or Gannon to help him tonight.
Well, Joe, I have to ask you a question. How do you find this fair?
How do I find it fair? Well, we'll talk about each. Sonny Vice beat Mathis for the Premier Championship one-on-one, and it was only because of Chris LaRusso's return from exile did Vice ever lose the championship. Plus, it's fair because whoever pinned or submitted Mathis last month in that six-man tag earned the title shot. Just so happened all three men eligible did it. Mathis shouldn't put himself in these predicaments where everybody hates him and is out to get him, and his partners got him abducted by the culmination. Whole process is a series of events that you can blame back to Mathis and LaRusso having big mouths and not knowing when to stop. This is karma. This is what Mathis has brought upon himself. Sonny Vice, a former Premier Champion, he could be one again tonight.
Well, that might set Ron Mathis over the edge.
Shogun Jackson Stone, the most recent challenger to Ron Mathis one-on-one. It looked like he was moments away from the Premier Championship.
Where's Ron Mathis going?
I have absolutely no idea. Mathis is selling a t-shirt during his opponent's ring introductions. He always bullies fans that cheer for him into buying a shirt or else they're not allowed to. Mathis is making a damn sale, but he better be focused on this matchup, because if he's not focused on this matchup, a stack of t-shirts is all he's going home with.
He's yelling at people. I mean, you never pass up a sale.
Jackson Stone, near 300 pounds, suplex Shogun, feels he was robbed in his match with Mathis, and I agree with him. And you gotta factor in again, LaRusso's court as a big reason why that happened. Distractions abound with the Premier Championship. It was used off the skull of Jackson Stone, and as a result, Mathis snuck in a quick victory.
And with Ron Mathis being hoodwinked and bamboozled, can anybody be where they're supposed to be? Sonny Vice is suddenly our timekeeper. We've got Ron Mathis selling things. The only one in the ring is Jackson Stone, and Andrew Powell's going to do 14 laps around the building.
Andrew Powell, the first ever Premier Champion, was unseated for that title by Ron Mathis when Mathis took advantage of Palace's temper, manipulated Palace, and not to mention hit him below the belt as well.
I'd love to see Palace trip just once. Just do a header right into the guardrail.
He almost did. He tripped over that carpet.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh, great. Now he's going to fight the carpet. What is happening? I know that the blood moon isn't for another couple months.
It's anniversary, my friend.
I think Ron Mathis may have just bought a hot dog or something on his way back here. I'm not sure.
All bets are off. Well, I got to do something with that t-shirt, buddy.
Well, he's not going to get the winner's share of the purse because you put 75% against him.
I think Ron Mathis put 75% against himself because of the way he went about retaining his title. You just just going to forget everything that happened before the last 4 weeks?
Yes.
Let's go to London.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the bell sounds, your referee in charge is Nate Pierce. Introducing the challengers. First, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 168 pounds, Sonny. Next, from the 36 Chambers, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone. From Hookstown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 202 pounds, Andrew Phillips. And finally, from Chillicothe, Ohio, weighing in at 203 1/4 pounds, he is. Come here, stupid! He will be the white trash champion forever. Ron Mathis.
Am I the only announcer not doing this now?
Joe. You know how long? Wait for it. Wait for it. Everybody should. That's how you say it.
Forever could end earlier than expected in this matchup, don't you think?
You know, if Dave Kitch were out here, I bet he'd say it right. Can we get Dave Kitch back out here?
Please no.
You know, can we get Dave Kitch out here to ring announce? We can get Rachel Bostic out here to sing. We can get somebody else out here. J-Rock can give it up one time.
How about we have a premier title match instead? Is that okay?
Ron Mathis seems to be admiring his championship for a little while longer.
He's almost hit the official in the face.
We still got another one, don't we, somewhere? Hope people are checking their cars. He's probably going through them.
And look at us. No one can be champion. Let's take him out. Let's break his neck. Let's break his leg. And then we'll fight it. And then I'll be done. Seriously.
Well, that's fair.
Mathis is strategizing as he removes his trousers. Hold it. Making Palace hold his pants. Who does Mathis think he is?
Well, Joe, it was a good strategy.
It is not!
Take out Jackson Stone, and then Ron Mathis can beat the other two.
Do you think anybody in this match trusts Mathis?
Name a more trustworthy face. When you look at that face, I think trustworthy. I'd let that man sell me a kidney.
That's a terrible idea. Mathis got dropped on his head, though, by the Suplex Shogun. But Mathis was correct in one thing. Stone has a decisive size advantage, and Palace feels it firsthand belly to belly.
He's got that power advantage, too. You know, when he pops those hips, you're going to go flying. Oh, that was not a smart move by Sonny Vice.
Sonny Vice, in a bad way. Much the same for him. Vice.
And, you know, all these men have held the Premier Championship except Jackson Stone, so he's not familiar with what that feels like. You might say that he's got this added motivation.
Wait a minute, Palace grabbed on the Vice, and it didn't work, and Stone takes both men over. That's nearly 400 pounds combined that Stone muscles over. And Mathis, though.
That might not have been a well thought out
You think?
maneuver by Ron Mathis.
What happens when you drop Mathis on his head, and he went in a good place to begin with. Gut wrench?
Now that is not how you say it.
Jackson Stone might hold Mathis up in a suplex forever. That's how you say Shogun.
Yeah, I didn't doubt that. That one's two syllables.
Stone went maybe for a splash, but Palace and Vice low bridge. And it's everybody against everybody. Keep in mind, look at Mathis. On top of Stone, but Vice and Palace move. This is the first time we've seen Palace, Vice, and Stone at odds with each other. They were partners a month ago, but now they're forced to fight it out because only one man can be champion.
Well, that's what's at stake. And right now, Palace is the only one standing, going for a dive onto. Jeez.
Yeah, Yeah, Stone on the receiving end here.
He's definitely taking the brunt of it.
What's not smart? Let's go. I did what's smart and true. Screw it, let's get it. Come on.
Mathis upset that nobody credited him for the idea, and now we're back to business.
Well, it's
What hop in? Let's have a fair fight.
you know, Ron Mathis is the strategizer. Think about that.
And Vice was waiting for Mathis to turn on him, but Mathis a step ahead.
Well, we even posed for that girl too.
You want some? Oh, better like you, man.
That's Mathis and Palace. That's how this issue started. Mathis beat Palace for the championship almost a year ago, and certainly the bad blood still runs deep.
You know, you got to credit Mathis for at least trying to organize a treaty or something.
Double clothesline, and both men down.
I mean, Mathis may be the smartest one in this matchup.
Mathis is not trying to organize a treaty. Mathis is trying to manipulate people to his benefit. You think LaRusso hasn't given him a detailed game plan?
Well, Joe, that's what treaties are. You manipulate people.
Stone I'm not so sure. Stone in a bad way, just now getting to his feet. You saw a moment ago. Palace up, Mathis sidesteps, and Palace onto Stone again. Stone in a bad way, and Mathis on top of Palace.
We got bodies flying everywhere. They might be doing dives forever.
And it's one fall for the Premier Championship. Only one man can win it. Last month, Vice, Palace, and Stone became #1 contender. But only one guy can hold the crown.
I'll stop when I lose, you ugly.
Well, Ron Mathis never won to me. Yeah, I know. She should have been sitting there.
Stop it. Oh, Palace in the ring frame. Mathis makes enemies everywhere he goes.
And that's not just in the wrestling world either.
And certainly Palace may be enemy #1 as he favors his lower back. Mocking these fans. Mocking Andrew Palace.
Joe, there's a lot to mock. But he is in control. You got to admit that. You stacked the odds against him, but, well, just...
I did what was fair. I'm not stacking the odds against anybody. Wait, Palace, hernia driver! Palace gonna win the championship! And there we see the dynamic. Vice not helping Mathis, Vice saving his own interests as he interrupts the fall. And therein is why there is not a disadvantage for Mathis like you think there is.
How is Mathis going to be champion forever?
That's his problem. Vice could be the receiving end of a hernia driver. Vice and Palace fighting for the advantage. And Vice, the Asai DDT, but Palace counters. Spinning back fist, Vice is dazed.
Well, you're going to be able to set up that hernia driver now. Vice is out on his feet.
No, Vice out the back door. Hits the Asai DDT that time. Vice on top, but Shogun. Look at the power of Shogun. Vice doing whatever he can to break free, but
that's a smart move when he's got those giant hands on you. Uh-oh.
Pounce! Oh, Vice got pounced almost out of the ring. You can see Vice's body in free fall. Well, Mathis is measuring Stone. This is how Mathis beat Stone back in the month of May. Oh, dropped him on his head.
That was a smart move, but...
And Stone to his feet. I don't know if Stone tucked his chin or Mathis didn't get all of it, but Palace down with a crossface Stone.
Wait a minute, Joe.
This is deja vu of July, but you can't do it like you did at a powder keg. Vice is trying to break the holds. Vice is trying to break the contact to keep this matchup going.
Well, Vice has to do something.
Vice has no choice but to go where he was and powder keg it back. Oh,
wait a minute.
Mathis taps.
Well,
we got 3 winners again.
We can't have 3 men hold the title.
I know that. And wait here. I gotta solve this and figure out if we can. I gotta figure out who to give this match to.
Well, Palace has the title right now. Palace feels he won, as does Sonny Vice. And clearly with that, as does Jackson Stone. Mathis clearly tapped. Obviously, Joe Dombrowski on his way to the ring to settle this, to figure something out. Speak of the devil. See if we can come up with some resolution to see if we have a new Premier Champion, who it is. Each men pleading their case. Sonny Vice has the championship, but let's see if we can listen in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the new Premier Champion. Wait, Joe, I
It looked like it wasn't clear. Lendo Evans asking some more questions. Each, Andrew Palace, Sonny Vice, and Jackson Stone all had a submission on Ron Mathis.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by the Director of Wrestling Operations. There has been no decisive winner. This match must continue. One fall to a finish.
Well, I guess that certainly benefits Ron Mathis. And if were Ron Mathis conscious, he could be woken up and told of that fact, but this is going to continue. Obviously, no decisive winner results in a match continuance. That obviously, well, as he sits down now, that Director of Wrestling Operations, Joe Dombrowski, who came, Lendo was perplexed.
We got to have a decision. We can't have a fall on a technicality. We can't have guys sharing the championship. I accepted that decision a month ago because we could give everybody what they deserve. There was no way to do that tonight, so the match continues till there's one clear-cut winner. And that could be the Shogun.
If you didn't put Ron Mathis in an unfair situation,
oh, stop. We have three very worthy candidates to be the next Premier Champion fighting amongst themselves, and we'll see which one can outlast the others.
It was like seeing three animals at the zoo trying to open a banana or something. Just nobody knew what was going on down there. Want to know what I would have did?
Not really.
Well,
Palace is down. Shogun manipulating Vice. And Vice slammed on top of Palace, and Vice almost pinned Palace. Stone almost lost the championship and helped Vice win it.
Well,
the dangers of a four-way one-fall match.
And Ron Mathis seems to be recovering nicely.
As much as he ever has. And look at the Shogun. 300-pounder.
Joe, 300-pounders don't go to the top rope often.
That's why Mathis took advantage. Stone a little slow on his ascent because of the size. And Vice and Palace both drill Mathis.
Perhaps he shouldn't have been gloating. Right?
He shouldn't have butted in.
And now they're just going to hit Jackson Stone with whatever they can. I mean, that's the smart thing to do, is it not?
Well, it's clear that Jackson Stone, in my estimation now, he's the man to beat. He's the dominant force. Vice and Palace looking to end Jackson Stone.
And that's a lot of muscle that you got to get up over you to take it down to the mat.
Double superplex! He got the big man over! Good, wait a Mathis! Mathis, jackknife pin! Ron Mathis just retained the title!
Joe, it's a miracle!
And still the Premier Champion, Ron Mathis!
He did it, I can't believe he did it!
Joe, it's a summer miracle. Oh, now we're going to have a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Ba-da-da-da-da.
It's been a clean sweep for Chris LaRusso's court. Mathis retains the title.
See, Joe, I told you we should have Rachel Bostic out here to sing.
The culmination go from 4 members to 3 thanks to the 6-man tag, and there's never been a time where LaRusso's dominance has been more evident.
Joe, this is just been, what an event, Joe. What an event.
Mathis escapes anniversary as champion. He may not be aware of it. But my God, what a battle this was. I'll give Mathis credit. He found a way. He's still the champion. But, oh my God. Oh my God. That's Atticus Coker, and he's got a weapon. And Atticus has a fallen brother to avenge. Oh, they don't see him. Oh, Cannon sees him. That's that heavy wooden club we've seen before. Duke gets it. Yeah, if I'm you, Mathis, I stay out of this. And Atticus, there's Bobby LeVay with a chair. Oh, the culmination are not going to go quietly. This turf war is far from over. The culmination are chasing the main event out of this building. LaRusso already hightailed it.
Well, Joe, this is going to go all the way out into the parking lot. We need some semblance of order.
Oh, we have a faction warfare brewing.
What?
And Mathis is the only one left.
Hey, Joe, how long is the man going to be champ?
Oh, wait a minute. He's not the only one left. There's a culmination member unaccounted for.
Well, that's not Mathis, Mr. Mathis. You may want to turn around. You're suddenly, oh, jeez.
Oh, Mathis may be about to get infected. Miss to the face. It's the New Age Plague Gory. The culmination with return fire. Trepidation to Mathis. And Gory lays eyes on the prize LaRusso's court covets the most. The culmination are down a man, but apparently the battle strategy doesn't change. Is this the future for the culmination? Has Gory and the culmination set their sights on the Premier Championship? The court is in danger.